this took me a while to set up because everywhere I went, the sun was in my face, and it's still kind of in my face right now. But I'm still gonna do the video, obviously. What's a little sun? Um, so today the person I will be talking about, I decided to name their video Sassmaster 2.0, Some Assembly Required. Reason being is because this person is one of the sassiest people I know, and it's just so great how naturally it happens. Like this person could just be in the room or in the Skype call, and the sass just so fluidly emanates. This person will just sass someone, and like it it's a good burn. Like it's not bad where the person would feel hurt, but it's just really funny, and I love how natural it comes from this person. Um, One of the things I love about this person. And the reason I have some assembly required is because this person is one of the laziest people I know. Like, you need to push this person to get some things done or it won't happen. And not that it's a bad thing. It's not so bad to the point where like people get annoyed of it. It's just funny sometimes how we just have to be like, oh my god, do this, and then it doesn't take a lot of pushes for this person to finally do it. But that's the reason why I decided to title it Sassmaster 2.0, Some Assembly Required. um so that goes with the title and how I met this person and how long I've known them. I met this person through one of my friends, and that friend is actually in one of the videos that I've made already. And I'm so glad, that my other friend introduced me to this person, because they are so funny. Like, this person is the type of person who's usually quiet. Like, I remember the first time meeting this person, it, I'm guessing it might have been awkward for them or something, or they're just naturally super quiet in the beginning. But like, that's the thing, since this person doesn't really talk much, since this person doesn't really say a lot, when when they finally do, it's so funny because then they do it non-stop and it's absolutely hilarious. And the reactions of this person is so great whenever we tell them a joke, whenever we bring something up. Their reactions are one of the things we often find ourselves mimicking in the Skype call, because it's like such a staple, and it's so funny that we have to repeat it. Like, it's just so unique. Everything you say is really true to you. And like, I don't think I've heard you say anything that I've heard somebody else say before. If I hear someone else say it, it's usually because you're the one who said it first. And I don't know how you come up with these things. Like, they're just so silly and so funny, and so sassy. I don't know. It's just so great. And I've known you for quite some time, I guess. Like, I know that we went to the same middle school, and I would see you in the hall, so I knew who you were. And um, it's kind of weird knowing that we're really good friends now, because I never would have imagined from middle school till now. I'm a freshman in college, and you're a senior in high school, and I never would have thought that we would have had the relationship that we have now. Um, I would have never expected to come to you for advice. I would have never expected to be as close as we are today. I would have never expected to have possible plans of all of us living together. Like, it had not crossed my mind at all. But I'm happy that it has. If I were to move in with people, you know who you would be able to live with, and you know who you wouldn't be able to live with. And I think that this group right here that I've been doing the videos on so far, because like I said before, I'm doing them based off of two groups. um, I think I would be able to live with you guys. You guys are amazing people, and I think it'd be funny having you there all the time, being incredibly sassy, pushing you to do things. Like, I don't know, I think it'd be great. And what I love about you and why you're in this video, I think the thing that I love about you is that even though you don't really talk much, and you don't really express feelings that that often, you really do care. Like, it shows in the acts that you do. Um, when I offered to drive you home and you're like, no, because you're gonna get in trouble, or when you can't make too much fun of this one person because they're just so nice and they don't deserve that, or when you still want to invite this other person even though most of the group finds this person annoying. Like, you really take other people's feelings into consideration, and it happens kind of so subtly. It's like it's really subtle because since you don't really say much at all. But I do see it, and it's one of the things that I love about you, that even though you seem like, you know, you don't care, you seem like the most careless person ever, you do care. You do care a lot about everybody that you're friends with, and I'm really thankful that you're here in my life. And we always make this joke. I love sloths, but you kind of remind me of one in the sense that they don't really do much. They love lazing around, um, and they're so funny. They're so adorable, and even though I know you think they're hideous, they're adorable. And as I said before, I love your reactions. Like, I love when I show you something and then you just randomly laugh, because again, whenever you show emotions, I get really excited because you don't really. I feel like you're numb sometimes. But when you do it, it's the funniest thing in the world. Like, when I hear you laughing, it's incredibly funny. When I hear you react to something that people say, it's incredibly funny. And I love your comebacks so much, probably because they are so sassy, but it's just so great. Like, I don't know how you think of them sometimes. You're just so carefree. Like, I honestly feel like nothing bothers you, and you're so laid back. Um, you just go with the flow. It's amazing how laid back and carefree you are. Like, you just go with it. I'm pretty sure part of the reason is because you maybe, probably, most likely don't care. But it's such a great attribute to you because, sometimes I know I'm one of these people that, they want things a certain way, and if things go wrong, sometimes the person goes crazy. And if you have too many of those, like, it, it's not good. But that's why it's good to have someone like you in a group, because you help calm people down. You just reassure people that it's not that big of a deal and that they don't have to worry too much. I really appreciate your friendship. I know I came to you for advice along with two other people that one time, and you listened to what I have to say. I honestly thought maybe you wouldn't have listened, but I'm so thankful that you did. You listened to what I had to say, and you let me know that everything that you say, you don't really mean it. If it's a joke, it's a joke. And at that time, I had to keep reminding myself, but I needed to hear it from you guys. Although you weren't really one of the people who joked around with me that much, it was someone else, you still reassured me that everything that is said in the Skype calls that we have, no one truly means it, and that it's all a joke. It's hard to be, it's hard to get used to these kind of friends, because I'm not used to all the joking around every time. And now that I've gotten used to it, I've grown used to it, and it's really funny now, and I do it back to you people. But in the beginning, it was hard for me to accept and understand and get used to, and you were, patient. You let me know that um, none of you meant anything wrong, anything harmful by it, and I really appreciate that. And I love that in the back of your mind, you're always thinking about everybody else. Like, you could just be on Tumblr and be like, oh, look, I reblogged this for you. Like, I don't think there's anyone ever that I've heard say that, like, oh, I reblogged it specifically for you so you could see it because I knew you would enjoy it. And that's what I love about you, that you may seem like you're so careless and cool, but deep down you really do care, and at least you do things that show that you care. You do these acts of kindness, and um, those you can tell that since you're not a very showy person. You don't like being the center of attention. You you tend to stay quiet, but you know, when it truly matters, you do things, even though you do them silently. You do things to show people that they care, that you care. You do acts of kindness, and that's what's so great about it, because I think it makes it that much more genuine. Your niceness and your caring for other people. Um, like whenever we play a video game, or that game that we all play, League of Legends, you're always like, wait, let me tell this person. Wait, let me tell that person. Um, it's just all these small things that you do. Maybe you don't notice that you do them, but I do notice that you do them, and I really appreciate it. Um, it just shows what a good friend you are. All these little things you do to show that you care, and I don't know if anyone else has noticed. Maybe they will now that I've pointed it out. But I hope you do keep doing that, because it's really great, and it's something that I love about you, because it shows how I think one of the things about you is that you're such a genuine person. Nothing that you do is based off what other people do. You could care less what other people think about you. You just do whatever it is that you want to do, and that's it. If you don't want to do it, you don't do it, and then if people don't, they don't get along with it, you're like, oh, well, whatever. And it's just, it's just something that I love about you. Not a lot of people have um, that ability to just shrug something off and be like, well, I'm just my own person, and if you want to do that, that's cool. I'll do it if I want to. And I don't know, I just love how nonchalant you are and how carefree you are. I wish I could be a little bit more like that, just a little bit, because sometimes I get a little too overwhelmed with things, and maybe if I had some of your carefree personality, I would have a lot less stress in my life, and perhaps be a little bit happier. Um, dealing with stress is not fun at all. But yeah, you're just such a great person. You make everyone smile, and I love when you smile. You have such a great smile, and I love how you just connect with everybody. Like you don't really judge anyone. You're so, like, I know that when you do it, judge, you don't really mean it, but like to truly judge other people, you don't do it. And like you take other people's flaws, you know that they're there, but you accept them for who they are. You know that they can't help it, and you love them no matter what. You love them unconditionally, just like this one person that although we may all find annoying, you still accept that person's flaws, and you still invite that person to places, because you know that um, you know this person wants to hang out with us. So you let us know, like, this person's coming. And I just love that about you, that you don't, since you're so carefree, I guess you don't really care how other people are. You accept them for who they are, and it's a really great attribute to have, and it's a really great trait to have. Just accepting people for who they are, no matter where they come from, no matter how they act. It's just so great, and I love that about you. And as for your question was, what's the one thing you want to do before you die? Um, I mean, I have a bucket list of things that I want to do, and I had mentioned in the other video, one of the places that I want to go to is Japan, before anything happens. So I guess I won't use that answer. I'll pick something different so that the answers can vary. But one thing I want to do before I die, well, these two things are kind of intertwined. I would want to travel the world, but to the places of the languages that I want to learn. For example, before I die, I want to learn a total of, I believe it's 9 languages, be able to speak and write and read fluently in all these 9 languages. It's like one of the things that I've been working on ever since middle school, and it's one of the things that I hope to do before I die, but it kind of intertwines with that other thing of traveling the whole world. And just so you can know, because it's a part of the answer, the 9 languages that I want to learn, that like in total that I want to be able to speak and write and read would be English, Spanish, American Sign Language, French, Italian, Portuguese, Japanese, Mandarin, Chinese, and Korean. Yeah, 9 languages. So I would want to visit, the places that those languages come from because, you know, there's so much more to the language. It's not just you learning the language, it's learning the culture, it's learning the people who know that language, how they act, their morals, everything about them. It's just all of that fascinates me, and I would love to just learn all of that and be able to visit all those places before I die. Um, well, Sassmaster 2.0, this video was for you. You kind of guessed the video name, which got me a little bit upset, but you didn't guess the second half, so I guess it's okay. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I truly appreciate your friendship, just like everybody else's friendship. And I love, just please keep being that carefree, non-judgmental person that you are. And um, just continue being the amazing, sassy person that you've always been. And I really, really hope that, we stay friends. I know that you're going to the college very near here, so I'm hoping that we do stay friends. And if this whole plan happens, it just got brought up recently that we all do move in together, this specific group, I think it would be so great. And if it does happen, I could, like, I don't know, I couldn't imagine it going wrong because of how great you all are and mix with each other. And I think living with you would be interesting. We might have to hold you back off on eating Oreos if we ever do anything rowdy because we do not want to see those come back up again. But it's still fun having you around, and I hope you're still around for a very, very long time, just like everybody else. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Um, I think I'm not sure if the next video will be concluding this first group. I may move on to the second group, um, but before I do move on to the second group, I will make a video dedicated to you guys, the first group of people that are in the first part of this series of videos. Just acknowledging all of you at the same time, and the reasons why I love all of you being in this group and why I love the group. So be waiting for that video. Again, Sassmaster, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope I'll have the video up soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.